Alright, I have a Gravekeeper deck here today that I'm looking to sell slash trade for, or kind of a mix of both. Um, it's a very good deck. Gravekeepers are actually a very, very good deck right now, especially in the formats we have. This deck is, I'm looking to get about 60 in total cash, probably about 60. Obviously, if you want to mix and match, that's fine. But I'm hoping for about 60. I would probably take less. Make me an offer though, and we can discuss it. So, getting to the deck, monsters first. I have 3 Gravekeeper Assailants. These are a really big part of the Gravekeeper deck, especially when it comes to getting rid of big monsters. Next, I have 2 guards. I don't run any more than 2 guards because I think the guard effect is kind of just overkill. It's like a compulsory. You can run a compulsory in exchange for another guard. You can run 3 guards if you want to. The effect is kind of annoying for people, but I only run 2. I run 2 Gravekeeper Spear Soldiers because I really, really like Gravekeeper Spear Soldiers' effect. Got a really good effect. It's a piercer. It gets over if you Book of Moon Stardust. It not only you can Book of Moon Stardust, things like that. I don't with Necro Valley and some other power-up cards I have in here. It can get through Stardust and pierce it. It's a nice card to have. I run 3 Commandants. Obviously, it allows you to get Necro Valley to your hand, but it also has 1600 attack on its own if you already have a Necro Valley, or if you have a Necro Valley and you know it's not going to be destroyed by another field spell or anything. But that's why I have 3, because I can get Necro Valley to my hand twice and play 1 or whatever. I run 2 Assailants, obviously. Or, excuse me, Descendant, not Assailant. Descendant. I don't run 3 just because I don't really like running 3. You can run 3 if you want to, obviously. I also run 3 Spies. They're kind of a staple in the deck. And 3 Recruiters, also another huge staple in the deck. These 2, especially Spy and Recruiter, are probably the best 2 cards in the Gravekeeper deck. And as far as monsters go, that's all for monsters. So we'll move on to spells and traps. So for spells, I run 1 Allure, just because that's a staple. 2 MSTs, staple. 2 Royal Tributes. Some people like to run 1. I like to run 2. It's kind of nice at the beginning when you draw a Royal Tribute, beginning to mid-game, to drop down a Royal Tribute on someone. It's also nice at the end because it really gets rid of a lot of their end monsters. 2 Swords of Revealing Light. I run 2 because I like to be able to stall. If I don't draw Necro Valley or Commandant right off, it's kind of nice. Like if you get a hand of 2 Recruiters, a Spy, and a Dark Hole or whatever, it's kind of nice to have these 2 swords because you can stall for that time to get Necro Valley to your hand or Commandant to your hand, which in 6 turns it most likely is going to happen. So that's kind of nice. I also run, obviously, 3 Necros, 3 Necro Valleys. If you don't know what Necro Valley does, you shouldn't be watching this video in the first place. You shouldn't be trying to buy this deck. I run 1 Dark Hole, it's a staple. I also have an ultra rare Wonder Wand from the Generation Force pack that I run. It powers up your Gravekeepers a lot. Really nice card. Gives you draw power. 2 Gravekeeper Steel. Also another really good card. Brings your monsters out of the graveyard. And the great thing about the Gravekeeper's spells like this is that Necro Valley, although it locks down the graveyard, it also lets you bring back Gravekeepers from your graveyard without having to worry about the Necro Valley card. I run 1 Book of Moon. You can run more than 1. Some people run more than 1. but I run 1 because I think 1 is plenty, especially with Assailant's effect. 1 Solidarity powers up Gravekeepers by 800, kind of nice, along with Necro Valley, especially. It's pretty devastating. Trap-wise, I'm going to go 1 Ceasefire. This is an ultra rare also, I believe. I like Ceasefire because all your Gravekeeper monsters have effects, and you play Ceasefire, they take 500 damage for each one on the field. A lot of times you're able to get out 5 Gravekeepers, so that's 2,000 or 2,500 they take from your side alone, not to mention theirs. Mirror Force, staple. Bottomless, staple. Rite of Spirit is basically a monster reborn for Gravekeepers, which is kind of nice. Threatening Roar in the battle phase, nice. Dark Illusion, I think Dark Illusion is a very good card in general for dark monsters, not just Gravekeepers. I think it's a highly underestimated card. A lot of people say you shouldn't run Dark Illusion, but I like Dark Illusion. It destroys a spell or trap card that targets one of your dark monsters and tries to destroy it. Every Gravekeeper card is a dark monster except for Commandant. So, Lightning Vortex, Mirror Force, Torrential, anything like that, this card destroys and negates. And last, Torrential, which is also a staple. Anyways, so I'm looking, like I said earlier, I'm looking to sell this deck or sell/trade. I'm looking especially for ultimate and ultras, supers, ultra, ultimate, and supers of monsters, traps, and spells. I want Darkworld monsters, Silvas, Golds, Greffas, things like that, ultra or super rares, or even ultimate rares. I want Mirror Force, Torrential, Creature Swap, Book of Moon, things like that, as far as ultimate or ultra, super spell and traps. I would obviously knock the price down if you were to throw in some of those kind of cards. I'm also looking for gold Sarks. I will also throw in, if you buy the deck, I'll also throw in some sleeves. It's probably not going to be these sleeves, but it will be a pack. It will be sleeves for the deck. So if you're interested in the deck, you can PM me on Facebook, YouTube. I'll put in my my email, things like that. You can ask me questions about it, make offers, whatever. So I already have an offer from someone for 60, but I doubt it's gonna happen. So that's why I'm putting this video up. So just let me know if you're interested. I'll put my wants in the description bar, and let me know what you'd be willing to trade and pay. So alright, thanks.